Hello everybody, we are back as always. Thank you for watching. So I'm continuing on from where we left off, continuing with Act 1. This is the special delivery campaign. I changed the cards because now I think I know how they work. So we're going to be Walker again because again, now all my cards are like damage. See, I have more than 5 now. All of my cards are like damage based and utility based and stuff. The 15 card thing makes sense the longer I play it. So we are going to be doing that. So let me go ahead and lock in. And hold on. Oh boy, that's a lot of corruption cards. Oh, they stack as you play through the campaign, so they don't go away. That's great. The power's out and a new snitch mutation has emerged. So instantly call a horde when alerted. Stay quiet, you may make it through. That's a horrible thing. Defeat the boss and complete the level within the time limit to earn 500 copper. It's like an ogre, basically. Interesting. Well, this looks awful. I can't wait. Alright, here's the part. So those 4 go in my inventory. Right? And then how many draws? 5. Alright, so 20 weak spot damage. See, now that I've put them in, this makes sense. Let's also do... When you or your team kill a mutation, you gain 1% damage. Let's do 1 offensive inventory. Then that. 25% to deal whole. And then finally, first aids and defibs recover. Sure, a bunch of healing stuff plus my damage. Alright. Let's get into it. No idea what I'm doing. Now's as good as time as any.
We've got more
Head into town and search for lost supplies.
Headed to shore up the old diner. I need you to find their cargo and get it delivered. We need that place up and running.
Yes, sir, Mr. Captain Man.
Medical supplies are down there. We can't afford to lose them.
The generator's out. The refrigeration unit is still secure. We need to act quickly. Or a lot of those people
Improve the quality of all toolkit, stun gun.
Now go find those supplies and get that place fixed up.
I don't really want to buy that. I don't trust it. So I'm going to do that. Toolkit. Grenade. I should have 2 grenades now. Yeah, cool. Because of that offensive thing. And then... Alright. I think I'm going to save my points for now. And I may need them later. Actually, what's this do? Nah. Alright.
Unfortunately, no matter how dire
Am I supposed to care about what they're saying?
My diagnosis.
Where'd they go?
Some of them will be able to do short guard shifts in a week or so.
Were there not 2 guys standing right there?
Any excursions are out of the question.
Are they in heaven?
God damn it, that only leaves me with a couple of operations.
Alright, anyway.
afraid
I'm just gonna start walking. This is the same village from before. Head into town and search for lost supplies. Okay. I don't like the blackout. Again, I think that's one of those corruption cards that's always there. They just call it a corruption card for some reason. There's a snitch. Do I need to kill him? Okay. I try to go around them. So it's like a witch. Right? So I just want to run by it. Correct? Okay, I guess. Stay away from him. Oh, okay. So it is like witches. They're everywhere, and if I kill them or make them upset, they'll alert a horde. Got it. Okay, where do I need to go? Same way. No, that way's blocked off. I don't, those guys are annoying already, and I haven't even startled one yet. I guess I go this way? Yeah. Man, those damage multipliers really help with the big dudes. Sure, I'm not doing anything else with it. How is this not where I go? Game, I'm confused. Do I need to get up there? Okay, I go inside. Oh, I guess the flare was... I'm dumb. I didn't think anything of the flare. The flare was very clearly pointing me in the right direction. Got it. What did I do? A door alarm? I'm standing right here. I did nothing. Whatever. Haha, she's making light-hearted jokes. Haha, get it? Haha. Is that the boss? Okay. There's two of them. Oh no, it's just one. Okay. Just gonna keep throwing grenades at him. You're fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. He's stuck. See? We're good. Okay, not stuck anymore. Not stuck at all. Yeah, see? No problem. We got him. I don't even know what you guys are worried about. It's not like we have 20 health or anything. Thank you. My batteries are low. Great to know. They're gonna die before this is over. What supplies do I have to find? Oh. Oh, they're just here somewhere? Okay.
Entering the building.
I should probably be picking that stuff up, but whatever. Where's these supplies at? Are they in one of the crates or something? No.
Over there. A minute here.
Hold still.
Hey, not sure what I'm doing.
Nope, 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 don't yell at me. Don't yell at me, I didn't do that. I didn't do anything. Okay. Well, now we have this to deal with. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. She'll be fine, don't worry about it. Oh, this is the box. Sorry, Holly, gotta go. Got a box. This box is very important for some reason. Wait, what safe room am I delivering it to? The one I came from, right? That would make the most sense. Right. Bye, Holly. Surely, I'm not going to be going the wrong way this whole time. That'll be so awful. Please, game, please. I'm begging you. This has to be it. It doesn't look like it. Oh, please.
How'd you end up out there by yourself? More to the point.
This isn't it, is it? This isn't it. Dang it! I went all the way over here for nothing. Alright, well. Back at it. Sorry, Holly, you died for nothing.
Keep your beams low.
Okay, the reason I did that was because they keep saying we have to get those supplies, we can't leave them there. So then I get them and bring them back. Okay, now I see the deliver the box thing. Where was that before? If it was there and I'm too dumb to miss it, let me be mad. I don't know. But they were like, we have to get the supplies to bring it back. So I'm like, okay, I got the supplies and brought it back. I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna die. Oh boy, okay. Oh look, if it isn't the consequences of my... It was right there. The safe room was 2 feet away. Wow. 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 I ran all the... I mean, nothing bad happened, so it's fine, but I ran all the way back across the map for nothing. Fantastic. Love it. That was so cool. Glad that happened. Anyway, now that that's done with, these things, they're plugged in, but they keep beeping for some reason. I don't know why. If these go dead, I guess I'll pause you all and then come back and do it. I don't know. Do not know. 120% health or critical health. I was wondering when the line for critical health was. It's good to know. Oh yeah. 10 trauma at the end of each level. I feel like that's useful right now. Yeah, because now I have potential to heal up all the way. Okay, so it's still dark and there's still those siren things around. I'll go ahead and heal with this. So now the challenge is to get this across the map. Oh, that's the objective, okay. Great. Alright, let's see what I got in shop. Nothing that I want to use. One of these. A couple of these. Whole team gets 10 health. Sure. And improves quality of all frag. Why not? This would be a lot easier if I had, like, people to play with, because now this is just, like, a walk the gnome mission.
I sell my soul for a rocket launcher right now. Making a pass.
Cool. Love it.
Dead end.
Alright, I'll go ahead and grab this. No, I want my gun. I don't. Sure, we'll try a machete, see how that does. Do I have to jump over it or something?
Must be a way to open it.
First of all, let's get rid of you. I don't know. How am I supposed to open that? Way over here.
You see that?
Oh, the control panel. Gotcha. I'm just holding my box. Y'all have fun. Okay. Oh, hold on. This is what I wanted to do because I want to see if there's like higher than blue level gear in these rooms. Blue shotgun, blue Phoenix.
Over there.
I mean, hopefully, right?
I'll take this.
Ammo.
Shotgun over here.
Gain 30% more move speed now. Bandage it. Really?
Whoa. That's smart
I
work out
paid
there.
money to open you and there's nothing in here?
Got a magazine.
Besides the sniper rifle or whatever. You know what? Fine. I'll try a shotgun. Since I'm mostly just going to be walking the box anyway. Okay.
Bandages.
I doubt this is going to have anything I need in it. Oh, look at that. Nothing I need in it. How cool. Back to my box. What diner do I have? Oh, that diner. Do I go through this door? Alright. Haha, just trigger all the alarms. Woo! Got 3 going at once. Alright, that's what I get for running ahead. Alright, I get it. I'm the big dum-dum. I like being downed with a machete. Like, let me at him. Let me at him. What I just did is proof of how fast you can die if you're dumb and don't stick with your team. Entirely my fault. Oh, they've got cover at the diner? That's cool. Alright, where do I put this at? I'm here at the diner. Does this count? Oh, I have to set it right. There we go. Ooh, cool.
You need to get that generator up and running, but be prepared when you do, because every ridden in the vicinity is going to come running.
As soon as we
Interesting.
start this up, expect company.
Wow, they're giving me a ton of stuff. That's troublesome. Where's that minigun at? There she is.
Razor wire here.
That's fine. You'll be fine. Let's see what happens if I... What's this stuff even do? If I throw it out like that? Is that good? And if I grab this razor wire and throw it out like... I feel like they'll definitely come here. It's in here. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff over here. Ah, here we go. Blue guns. Extended mag and stuff. Don't mind if I do. And what's in here? Ammo. Don't need that. Alright, but we'll grab you and put you behind this other barricade. I imagine they'll come through these 2 barricades the most. So if I throw that there. Why did he run directly at my gas can? Okay. Thanks for that.
Cocktail over here.
Here, I'm going to double down on these implements.
Molotov here.
If y'all can just please give me a few seconds, that'd be great. To all the random zombies that want to attack right now. Okay. My Molotovs went...
Ammo.
I guess it doesn't matter because I have all these. I have no idea how hardcore of a crescendo this is going to be, but we'll find out right now. Six minutes? That doesn't seem like too long.
Incoming. You ever wonder where the expression "shooting fish in a barrel" came from?
Oh, they just die if they run into the razor wire? That's convenient.
Do that and then was like going around town saying, "Hey, I'm
That Holly girl is painfully annoying. She's the most pick-me girl I have ever heard. Oh my gosh.
I think that's what happened.
Then our boy passes into legend, but the phrase "shooting fish in a barrel" remains. I wonder what he was using to shoot them. I mean,
Oh my word.
short barrel and I killed him.
I guess I should... No, I think I'd rather just be normal. Oh, I triggered a horde, not another one. Anything else? Don't let them know we're here. Because that car alarm is way louder than all this machine gun. Do I have to get on this myself? Okay. It's real convenient when the NPCs did it. Get.
Trying to get yourself killed?
Hey, Holly. We lost Holly! Oh no! What are we gonna do? I know I ruined my own No One Left Behind challenge, but I don't care. She was annoying. I wonder if she'll respawn like right here, since it's a tower defense section. Alright, I'm just gonna... Maybe 6 minutes is a long time. What's also funny is my headset just died. But this would be a really weird place to pause it, so I'm going to... you guys can hear it. I cannot. And I need ammo. And I need ammo. Probably some more grenades would help. That was a bad place to put the minigun in hindsight. I didn't realize they'd be coming from where they're coming from. I also can't hear anything right now, so you guys are gonna have to give me call-outs. From the future. Hello. Alright. You know, like, with my headphones dead now, it's like weirdly quiet in here. Like, it's just really soaking in me talking into the aether of nothingness. Getting real existential hours right now. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. There we go. Maybe 6 minutes is a long time. I've highly underestimated how long that would be. I keep going to heal, but it's not really a need to yet. Is it just... Oh, I'm supposed to be protecting the diner? I thought I was the thing that's going to die. Man, these guys keep trapping me. Hello? Hello? Okay, thank you. Here, how about... Oh. Alright, sure. I keep meaning to throw grenades because right on the D-pad was grenade in Left 4 Dead. At least I think it was. But every time I go to do that, it just pulls out my med kit.
Just what I want.
Wow, it's quiet in here. There's more ammo. Okay. Oh, I put a red dot on there on accident when I was just spam grabbing everything.
Gun strike. Gotta reload.
Alright, just gonna go ahead and do this. Man, maybe I shouldn't have killed Holly. Maybe that was a bad move at the time that I did it. But she was just so annoying I couldn't help myself. Also should have thrown down barbed wire underneath the light poles. I feel like that would have been the best spot for him. Because not many coming from the front. I was wrong on that front.
Almost out. I'll take this. That's the last.
That's it, right? That's the last one, yep. Cool. Now a cutscene that I can't hear.
Good job, people. Now go get some rest. Divert. I'll meet you back here after you freshen up.
Is that it? Alright, completed. So I'm going, before I finish this up, I feel like 25 minutes is too small considering how long the episodes have been up until this point. So I'm going to pause myself for a bit, charge this so I can hear what's going on, and then we'll get back into it. So yeah, be back shortly. Well, a while for me. You are going to see me in 2 seconds, so see you then. Alright everybody, I am back. It's been no time for you. It has been some time for me. So while these headphones were charging, I went and I looked at, on the pause menu, it talks about, or not the pause menu, in the menus, it says that by completing total acts at once is how you get bonus points. So I went back to the beginning and played through up until where we left off without stopping, so it's one continuous campaign, same weapons, same upgrades. And now I really get a feel for how the game's supposed to be played, because now I have all these cards that work as multipliers off of each other at once. So as the enemies get harder, I have counters for them. And also what I've noticed is, since I didn't just start like midway through a campaign, the corruption cards are much fewer and not nearly as brutal. So I definitely get the feel this is how the game's supposed to be played, even if it takes longer. This is a completionist feel of it. But also, it's way, way more enjoyable. And I think what I'm going to continue doing if I do play the rest of the game is just continue with one playthrough and just, like, you know, exit out and then continue on that, because this is definitely the way to go. Although the way the cards work, since I drawed 15, I have 15 in a deck, and that will conveniently end at the end of this act. There's probably a hard stop at the end of acts, but we'll find out. But I'm definitely into it, so continuing with one playthrough we've done all the way up until now, let's get into it. Also, counting that I didn't know what the tutorial was, I've played the first 4 levels of this game 3 times now, without even beating Act 1, so good times.
And I think I know why. We've identified what we believe is a major infected incursion point at the old Blue Dog.
Alright.
I dispatched a cleaner team under Palisado.
Escape without setting off any hazards. Alright.
Last transmission we received from them was that they were approaching the mine but facing heavy opposition.
Didn't you wait for us? We could have handled this. I mean,
She's still annoying.
not even immune.
Because I needed someone that followed orders.
Followed orders or does what they're told.
I needed people I can trust. You want to earn mine again? Find out what happened and seal Blue Dog mine.
I hate the miss modifier, by the way. Also, I've found a bunch of cards, I've figured it out how the game works. Wow, there's a lot of them right here. That allow you to gain back a lot of trauma. So even though I've been playing through, all of us are at full health. Because I have this stuff like at the end of every level you get points, and then med kits can also give you trauma back and stuff like that. I was gonna buy, yeah, rifle ammo. So even though you would think I'd run out of supplies, it's actually way easier to do it this way. I've come so far over this act of the game.
Let's go.
Hey, do I have a target on my back tonight?
You okay?
Anyway, so I hate this miss modifier because I can't see where I'm going. So that's cool.
Hoffman than usual.
Anytime someone's out this way, he's always jumping up and down, trying to get on the team.
Whoo! Don't like that. Those guys are still awful, like the tall boys or whatever. I hate that I made fun of them for being lame because I was wrong. Oh, don't move. That's one of those screecher things. Don't want to shoot that. Would have been bad. Where am I trying to go? A tunnel checkpoint?
SMG here.
Cutting cross country will save you time on foot. Here's hoping you can drive back with Pelissaro and the rest of his team.
I'm also trying, like, backing up and stuff. Because what I was doing earlier, because I didn't really, like, get the feel for it, was I was just running up, getting hit, and kept running. And that's not sustainable over time. So doing stuff like activating them in an area, then backing up as you shoot, goes a long way. Wow, this fog's annoying. I bet this map's really cool if I could see. Tunnel checkpoint.
Ammo here.
Don't know which way that is. Woohoo! I feel like that stumble time is a little too long. Like, I get the idea is people can't immediately save them, but like, a 3-second stop's a lot.
Some kind of organic mass near you. A nest, he called it. Be on the lookout for anything out of the ordinary.
Alright. Looking for a nest. Do not want to shoot those birds.
I dressed as a nurse for Halloween once. Seems like a fucking stupid idea now.
Cruiser there.
You know what I miss the most?
What's that?
Hanging with my brothers in our PJs. Eating cereal and watching cartoons on a Saturday morning.
Gotta admit, that sounds pretty good.
We always wanted to be one of those teams, you know? Fighting bad guys, unmasking monsters.
What are they even saying right now?
Except now the monsters are real. There's a lot more guns and killing than I imagined. Plus the
There's a lot of guns and kill like in the middle of this. You would not be talking about this. Destroy what nest? I don't even see a nest. Over there? Those guys aren't hard to kill if you can get critical shots. There's 3 of them. What?
I think I just threw up in my mouth a little.
I don't want to see a piece of this shit left when we're.
Also, the way well, I guess I won't then. The way I've got it set up, health kits do a ton of help. Oh, this is a nest. Got it. I just shoot it. I don't want to waste ammo. What do I have to do? Well, I see the nest, but how do I...
I don't like clutter, but it definitely likes me.
Will this do it? Destroy their weak points. Oh, the yellow? Is that their weak point? Okay. Gotcha.
Right here.
Ammo here. No big deal. No big deal.
Okay, there's more. I guess. A lot of stuff, can't see anything, very confused. Man, it'd be cool if there wasn't fog on this specific level where I have to find...
Something's over there.
Help me!
Thanks.
That AI, oh my word. Atrocious. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. Okay, apparently the nest is there, but... This fog. Okay, do I follow these? Is that what I do?
I would.
It's gotta be, right? Yeah, okay. So little sections coming off of the bridge. Got it. So this is the last one then. The music's real loud. La, 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 la. There's nothing. There's no. Oh wait, there they are. Got in. Run, 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 run.
Reloading. This is why I never carry.
I'm not even gonna open that. Cause I don't like this horde. There we go. I like every time, because there's been a few moments of that where like the plague isn't just like a zombie plague, it's kind of like a necrotic plague. It reminds me a lot of Dead Space, the way it kind of just amasses stuff. Well, how do I get across? Do I go down here? It'd be cool if I could see. Really sucks that on my first playthrough through this level I can't see anything.
Reloading.
Is this the way that I came?
What
Yeah.
the hell were those things?
Or no?
Looks like God was grinding sausages and forgot the skin.
Who says that? Let me in.
Burns.
It's like God was grinding sausages. Okay, game. That's what you say after witnessing that. Well, I guess. Okay, I'm being too harsh. Like I said, it's movie dialogue on purpose.
Thanks, Mom. Huh. Feel better already just saying that.
Okay, I don't know where safe room is. I'm just gonna keep on running.
Through here. Looks like you made it.
Where's the safe room at?
Hear that?
Ah, gotcha. Alright, shut it, shut it, shut it, shut it, shut it, shut it. Whoo! Hello, Vanessa. Yeah, there we go. That went a lot better than I expected it to there at the end. I hate that fog modifier. I still think that's some BS. Especially on a first playthrough. Maybe on replays or whatever, but maybe I'm just coping. Who knows? Whew. Alright. Continuing on. I was harsh on. See, as my mood changes, my feeling on this title card changes, and it's kind of cool. I like it. Alright, Hills Bells. Whew. Move that. The fog again. Of course. Specimen container. Alright, everything I said about it not being bad corruption cards, I was so wrong. Let's do one support inventory. I pretty much got all the cards I need. I'm just adding stuff. And as I play, I'll figure out like what works, what doesn't. Hello, Vanessa.
My husband Ben hasn't been feeling right, so get what you need and be on your way.
Oh, where's your
He told
husband?
us it would probably clear up by itself, but we should head down to that place they set up at the fairgrounds anyways.
Where's your husband at? Can I shoot him?
None of that.
Oh, there he is.
Can't trust those government types. Isn't that right, honey?
Oh, he's a
Sadly, can't
zombie.
trust many folks these days. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Yeah, look at him. He's definitely infected. What happens if I shoot him? We're gonna shoot him.
I always admire a couple that stays together.
Shut up. What happens if I shoot him? No reaction. I don't know why he's not up then. Maybe he's, maybe she killed him. And just so out of it she doesn't realize. Interesting. Quick slot. Two med kits, very good. 2 grenades. Refill health. I don't know if keeping copper at this point's like a good thing to do or not, since it's almost over. I think grenades are fine for now. I'll just stick with what I got.
Keep your beams low. Don't want to draw unnecessary attention.
Okay. They look nasty. These spiked ones or whatever.
Aim for the head. Reloading.
Big
Hate
guy
to leave her
down.
like that, but she's done fine without us.
Has she really done, like, fine? She is, like, holding her zombie husband. I don't think she's in the best condition. Anyway. I also wonder what rarity the weapons go up to in this game, because I've been using this green scar for the whole thing, and it hasn't really given me a problem. There may be better stuff against bosses, but against zombies, this thing's
Convoy avoided
fine.
this route due to the road being out. But you should be able to find a way through on foot.
Okay. I think we're already through, but thanks for the late info. Oh, that didn't kill him. I guess it's 3-shot, whatever. Don't matter. What is that noise? Crush. I don't know what any of them do either. There's like Crusher, Hawker. I guess it's just because I'm dumb, but.
Cover me. Reloading.
See that?
Oh, is that the thing?
Just what I want.
I hate that it takes the place of a utility. Actually, I'm going to keep the utility because I don't need 500 more copper.
Go.
Hawker there.
If that has some added benefit that I'd appreciate, oops, but I'd much rather open secret doors. It makes me happier.
This is gonna end badly for one of us. We're hoping it's you.
Okay, start a tow truck up. Where's the tow truck? Ah, tow truck, okay. And here we go.
No way out? Make me go crazy. Like that lady and her husband. I didn't mean her husband was crazy. 'Cause he was dead. I mean, he might have been, you know, before the whole death thing.
Yeah, I caught. It was cool that I caught she was talking to him. Like,
Sure as hell don't look like that.
it was a neat touch where I was like, oh, her husband's dead. But now that the game's reminded me of it 40 times in a row, it's not as cool anymore. It's like a friend who explains the joke to you after they tell it. Like, yeah, I get it. Visual storytelling's always the coolest.
Assault rifle.
Do you all mind? I'm trying to make a gun selection. Now let's see. 83, 88. Let me see how this does real quick. Where are they at? Well, while excuse me, sir. While interesting, let me see the, ew, a scope? No.
Now there's
Oh, well, I guess I'll stick with all reliable. Anyway, where were we?
Jason was your son, right?
Oh.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking.
Yes. And I do.
Again, it's weird for them to have dialogue like that in this moment, but that was a funny response. Yes, and I do. That's it. Man, I bet this level design and all these toy turtles here and everything else would be really cool to look at if it wasn't for this oppressive fog everywhere.
Hey, we survived.
Kill that guy. Also, so the blood getting on the guns is a cool effect, especially whenever you get into like a carnage and it gets everywhere. However, like the general gore, I feel like isn't as good as the OG Left 4 Dead. Because if you remember in the OG game, like, whenever you shot them or blew a bunch of them up, there'd be like organs raining, and like they had very detailed gore effects, especially for the time, of like losing their backs and limbs and stuff like that. And here they just kind of feel like gooey. Like, it's nothing insane about their design or gore. It's just kind of like, I saw some red. Now, like, the aftermath is neat, but I feel like a lot of that's character design, not the actual gore effects. Like, they look creepy standing up and walking around, and whenever you shoot them, they just kind of fall over. It's not like there's cool gib effects that you can do to them, which is kind of sad. Especially considering, like, if they're so big on advertising themselves as the team that did Left 4 Dead, well, imagine what that team would do 10 years in the future given modern technology. And it's not really, like, there. Or it hasn't progressed as much, I should say.
Ears open.
Well, at least the air quality's improved since the collapse.
Bandages.
Need to patch
Heal
myself
that
up.
up. And grab that first aid kit again.
Bandages here.
Continue to church. Okay. Bonk.
I got this.
Ladies
Bonk.
first.
Bonk.
Check your mags.
Bonk.
Something ain't right here.
I saw that.
Need to reload.
You mean something's not right besides the zombie?
Wretch.
Did he fall through the map? Bye-bye! That was great. Man, I hope that doesn't happen to me.
Not smiling now.
Eyes wide, ears open.
Man, those things zoom.
Oh, fuck no.
See that?
Huh. What do
Okay,
you know?
where do I go? See what?
There's a shelter up ahead. From the reports, it's long abandoned. But be careful. Some people like to leave parting gifts for the ridden or the over-inquisitive. Last I heard, it's in pretty bad shape.
So there's
They'll
booby
use some
traps.
elbow grease to secure it.
Here, I'll just go ahead and do this. Clear the room a bit. Oh yes, the old fire burning in water gets him every time.
Holy shit.
Nothing holy about that.
What?
Up to mama.
What is that music? It's just a crate. Can I open it? Thank you. That is so loud. All that. What? What was the noise over?
Just a scratch.
What's the evil demon choir for? Oh, that. The hag? Man, leave me alone.
Wait a second, please.
You stink. Take that as a win for the good guys.
Lost Walker.
That was one of the coolest things. Alright. I take back a lot I said about this game. Maybe not everything, but a lot of it. Did you see what happened? Okay, let me take over Evangelo. Every time I take someone... Okay, every time I take him over, it just defaults me to a default loadout. Got it. But did you see what happened? So I was like, oh, what's that? And it's this creature that's made out of, like, hundreds of them? Like, its mouth was like these hands. Let me kill... Yeah. its mouth was made out of like a bunch of hands and arms, and it ate me and then burrowed underground, and I instant died. That was really cool. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. That's one of the, like, to have a sort of necrotic zombie game, right? Where it's not just zombies, it's like they can mutate and all that. To have a horde of them that mutates and then just like swallows you, then dives underground, that's that cosmic horror I've been looking for. I love that. That was fantastic. Thank you, game, for that. I'm thrilled. Alright, time to get Walker back in the fight. Man, that was cool. I'm so happy that happened. So happy I died like that. And really, see, that's another thing. I don't really lose anything. I guess if it was a hard difficulty and I was getting attacked, I would, but not here. Purple rarity.
Look there.
I'll take this.
This is the first purple rarity gun in the game. I don't know if I want to use it either.
Assault rifle.
Man, that was a cool encounter. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Oh, the hands under the floorboard. This is, this whole room. It's a reference to, Evil Dead. Yeah, you've got, like, well, that may not necessarily be a reference, but Ash crawled up against the wall. And then you have the hands under the floorboard that are stuck out. And then there's the deer skull, which in the movie's like laughing and mocking him and all that. This is cool. It's the Evil Dead cabin. Nice. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I want this. Just because I put so many attachments on
They
it.
are here.
Anyway. Very cool game. You are winning me over by the second. Very, very cool. A minigun, huh? See if I get somewhere that I need that. So I never killed the hag, so is it still out there somewhere?
Motherfucker.
This is the church, I'm guessing, the graveyard.
Need that. Back off.
What's growling? I don't know how to recognize things by their sounds yet. Alright, cool, appreciate that. Alright, bleeding, bleeding, bleeding. Through here.
Sniper
Hello.
rifle here.
Barrett M95. Nah, not a sniper rifle. I am seeing purple guns though now, which is cool. I'm guessing there's also, if we're following the whole Apex trend, I guess there's also gold rarity guns. Why am I holding the gun this close to my face? Oh, the scope's glitched. Look at that. See how the scope is floating off of the gun? Look at it, it's to the right. Like when I aim it go, there we go. That was weird. Okay. Opening safe room door will call a horde. Can I shut the safe room door back after I open it? I guess not.
Need to reload.
Come on, let's get this place sealed up.
Fortify the church. Alright, fortification time. Tower defense. Let's go, let's go. I'm the only... You know, if they're gonna make like the computers be able to do things like pick up and throw grenades and all that, it'd be cool if they could let them also help you with this kind of stuff, like if they started grabbing boards. I guess then you couldn't rely on them for cover, but I would take it.
Here, I got you. Quit moving around. I don't have to do this, you know.
Shoot those while I'm almost done. Just keep on shooting, keep on shooting, keep on shooting, keep on shooting, keep on shooting. Okay. Oh! That's cool. You build your own safe room. I like that. That's a cool touch. Very neat. It's funny. So I'm doing this entire playthrough of Act 1 at once. I have no idea how long this is going to be. So for you guys, this single can of Coke has lasted weeks, potentially. Abandoned starting point. All right, cool. I'm enjoying this game. This is fun. I'm having a good time. I'm vibing. What would be really cool is if I could get some other like YouTubers I talk to do a playthrough with me. That would be fun. Because I feel like, again, the AI is not great. I feel like this would really succeed on like higher difficulties with friends. Like that's how it's supposed to be played. Hunted. There are rampaging hordes in this area. It'll only a matter of time before they find us. Okay. And everything else, pretty standard. Alright, choose my card. I want an extra grenade. Sure. Even though I didn't really use them that time. Ready up. This is good. I'm vibing. I don't really care about the story that much. But then again, I didn't really in the original other than the characters. Although this time I don't really care about the characters. At least not yet. So until then we're just kind of vibing. Man, I wish I picked up all that loot on the floor. Oh, that's sad. I wish I picked up all that loot on the floor before I ended that last level. Oops. I didn't realize I was building a safe room, which was a cool touch though. I'm just a negative Nancy. Is there... Refill health. Grab new grenade. Purple Glock, fully automatic. I'm good. Low damage large magazine. Let me see. If I put that on, I'll have 3 mobility. Don't care. Don't care. I wonder what happens if I finish the round with a ton of copper. I guess we'll find out. Anyway.
On me.
Or finish the act, I mean, with a ton of copper. If it just disappears, that'll be upsetting. Like, at least give me a bonus of something.
This is gonna ruin my hair.
So I don't feel motivated to just spend it all on useless stuff. La 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 la. Is he in there? Where's the tall boy at? You're so annoying, Holly. Shut up. Let me play the game. Alright, random basic card, fortune, okay. Okay. I just like this little camping spot.
Whatever it is, down is
What? Oh, it was one of those things on the wall that jump out and terrify me. Poor dude out of his head in the toilet. That's how I want to go. Shoot him before I get out there. Woo!
I'll be fixed up soon.
Let's do this
Always
before I
count on
change
you.
my mind.
Okay, anyway. Woo! I'm sorry if I'm not talking a lot or anything right now. I'm just, like I said, I want to make this just a solid long cut. So if anyone's curious about the game, they can watch Act 1 to see if they want to watch the rest. But For what my opinion's worth, I do enjoy it. This is
Get
fun.
to the mine and seal those tunnels.
Alright. Pow, pow, pow. It's nice that 20 rounds, like with all the upgrades I have, can kill the big guy. I think they're called throwers, maybe? I don't know. Whatever the ones that act like boomers in this game are. At least the fog's off, and I know it's raining, but I can still like look at the environment, which this is pretty cool. Like, gosh, she's annoying. They're, well, not mom so much, but just they're annoying. Talking about casual, like, I know about fear. I know the real troubles of parenthood, and like it's whatever. But like this setting, like walking through the neighborhood and all this, there's not. That was one thing about Left 4 Dead. Like, one campaign felt pretty similar, or like a lot of it was kind of copy paste in design, and those locations became iconic, and I love them. But it's nice to see in this one that there's a lot of diversity. Like, we started in like a metro area, and then we went through like an old fort and gas station. Now we're in like a neighborhood. It gives me hope for like where the story, or at least the set pieces. That's the word I'm looking for. It gives me hope for where the set pieces will be.
Just like Black Friday, only with
Why are they screaming?
well, I say more about it.
Oh, another one of those destroy the nest things. Can't wait. La 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 la. There's a lot of them. Oh, well, here's one. Whoa! Didn't expect him. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! This is very tight corners for the kind of fighting that's going on. Man, there's a lot of them. Is there some in here? I kind of like it, like, in your face, very close up, uncomfortable. I don't like these big guys in here, that's a lot. Yeah, you know, like that, like it's such a chaotic moment. And she's like, and they're ugly too. Haha, that'll show them. That's kind of getting old, but whatever. Ooh, man, this is brutal. Like, look at that person underneath all that. Oh, man, that's cool. Anyone has any? Oh, I have another health kit. Okay. This is cool, like having to go through like this destroyed house and destroy the nest.
Ammo here.
Where's the last note at?
Hey, watch yourself.
All clear.
All these people like sucked into the wall too are destroyed. Oh, in the basement. Of course it is. Gross.
Stand still. Let me patch you up. Will you take your ammo here?
Thanks, brother.
I dressed as a nurse.
Can I go out this way?
Seems like a fucking stupid idea now.
I'm just gonna go out the way the game wants me to. La 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 la. Look, just please maintain an orderly line. There he is. Hey, look, another one. Any more? Alright. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
A week after that.
And then just open the door. Okay. That was a cool little section. I like that. I must be chaotic on a hard difficulty. Oh. Here we go. This is what I've been looking for.
Well,
Give me those weird guns. I want weird guns with weird rarities. Health boost, that's cool. Follow sight, no thank you yet. There we go. Purple Beretta, I will trade for that because it does a ton of damage.
Assault rifle.
Bandages. There has to be a way out of this.
Give me something cool. Okay, let me go ahead and...
Fatten up.
Alright, then I can do this. I figured out that these med stations, it says one free, like every time you walk up to it, you get to use it for free. So what that means on like these, or like what that means for right now is that I can walk up, use it, and there's no harm. So I might as well every time I run into one. Man, that's it, just a purple ranch rifle.
Just keep looking.
I don't want this. Just gonna stay with what I got.
Ben's here.
Even if it's a green. I want them gold
Feels
guns.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Alright. Anyway, call the her. Go ahead. Not as cool as I wanted that room to be, but whatever. That guy says that, like, are we gonna do this? Let's do this. Like, we haven't killed 8 million to get here. Oh, time to run? Ooh, this is cool. I like this. It's like a run the gauntlet. Oh man, if you had a whole team and had to get all 4 people up fast, like I can just leave them, I don't care. But man, if I had to worry about my teammates, this would be bad. Oh, that's not the end of the level? Oh, okay. Okay, now it's panic time. What are you? An M1? No. Okay. Alright, alright. I need to figure out where to go. Figure out where to go. Figure out where to go. Grab it off the table. Okay, okay, okay. I'm stressing a bit. Go out this way. Continue through the village. Alright. Where do I go from here? Across this? Yeah, we're fine. We made them all despawn. Man, I panicked there for a second. I thought it was going to be a puzzle after I did all that, and there was a whole horde on me.
Wow, we are popular today.
It would have been the fake out I deserve. Okay.
Oh boy. Reloading.
Okay, so do what... Oh, I see what it's saying. So they're coming from the mines for some reason. So if I destroy the mines, more than won't spawn.
And with all my limbs.
Nah.
You're making a lot of noise. Going to bring the ridden right to it.
I'm trying to make gun decisions, sir. Okay. Take your time. Okay. Ooh, this is cool. Like walking up this giant mine shaft and it's dark. This is very cool. This is very spooky vibes. I like it.
Gotta patch myself up.
My cat's starting to look like Nana's house. I'm gonna take a few cats. Hey, cat!
I'm focusing right now. There's a lot of them. Am I supposed to be going this way? Do I just have to like fight the flow? I guess so. Oh, I see. So I gotta like hurry up and
I'll take this.
stop those. There's that medical container it's telling me about. I see. So like whenever they're flowing, I need to push up and blow up the mine shaft. Woo! 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 That was not fun. Oh man, okay, alright, boy. Boy.
Can't get here.
There's 3 of them. Alright, blew that one up. Incoming horde. What did I do?
You did pass basic training, didn't you, Walker?
This, I mean this. I don't even know what this is.
Okay. I think I blew up all the mine shafts. I think. Maybe. No, that's one. Where's the thing to blow it up with? Where's the thing to blow it up with, game? Can I not blow that one up? I can't blow that one up. Okay, just gonna keep running. Just gonna keep on running. Get myself killed. I'm out? Oh no. Oh no. I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I need to heal. Kill those for me. I like that you can slowly move around while healing. That's a big upgrade from Left 4 Dead.
Here, take this. Ammo here.
Oh, thank you so much, you angel. Do I care? Alright, fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there's the can to stop that. There we go. That also reset the horde length. Okay. Safe room's right here. I shot him first. What are you talking about? There's a safe room. And shut. I also like that you don't have to wait on everyone. I can just shut it. And I'm good to go. Whew. One level left. And then there'll be a complete campaign cleared for me. You all didn't see it. I know now in the future do the whole campaign at once. Rather than stopping, resetting cards and all that. I didn't realize there was a bonus. But now I do. Whew. Okay. This is fun. I'm having a good time. Like I said, it's challenging, but it's the right amount of challenging where I feel like I'm adequately doing something, and it demands my attention in the right way. I'm happy with Back 4 Blood. I'm not, like, it doesn't have the staying power, I don't feel, because there is a bunch of mechanics like the card system and, like, you know, it sort of fits the modern shooter role of being like a game that's here for a while, whereas Left 4 Dead is like timeless in my opinion, at least to play it with friends. I still do play it with friends, so maybe it doesn't have that power, but this is fun. I like it. I'm going to do that critical health thing just in case. I don't know how bad this crescendo is going to be. But I am having a great time. This is a good game. Blue Dog Hollow. Only 2 corruption cards. Collapse the mine to cut off the source of the ridden. And then just the ferocious. Yeah, so see what I mean? Like, there can be so many corruption cards, but I've only got 2 now. And one of them is just the level. Collapse the mine to cut off the ridden. So, like, it's really not that bad. Maybe there's a game mode you can play where you don't have to do the map-specific things like blowing up the mine or whatever. And that's why it's considered a corruption card, because on other playthroughs you don't have to do it if, say, you're doing like a time trial thing. But I don't know. We'll find out. Like I said, I'm having a great time. Go ahead and use this. Do I care about any of these? Swap speed, move speed, do not care. Reload speed, do not care. At least I have good reload speed. Buy 2 of these. Buy 1 of these. I think I'm pretty good to go. Oh yeah, ammo. Alright. We in this. Just get her done. Full health. Whole team at full health. Good way to start. And yeah, like I said, I had 15 cards, and it came out to just the right amount that on the last level of Act 1 I pulled my last card. So I imagine there's a hard reset between Acts 1 and Acts 2. Probably. I'll go ahead and shoot that. Killed a whole one of them. Very cool. Oh well. Didn't know that would happen.
See that?
Okay, where's ammo?
Need that.
Where's the howitzer? Right there.
Let's load it up and
I
blow
see
this
now.
joint.
This is gonna start a lot of them.
Because, wow, has this trip been something? And I really would like to be home in front of
Oh
a
boy,
nice
this is gonna be
fire
bad when
right
I'm getting attacked. This is taking a while.
Reading when we're out of here.
Fire the howitzer. Okay, let me... Before I start this massive send-off, let me look around a little bit. Because this is going to be big. Wow, even with all those upgrades, I've upgraded this one to where it has more firepower. That is insane. I saw some people complain. I haven't like spoiled anything for the game, like what happens or whatever. But I heard a few general complaints from other YouTubers were like, oh, well, like, all that matters is rarity level. It doesn't matter how well your gun performs. But unless I'm missing something, my 2-tier down gun from that epic purple scar, and it quite literally says epic, from the epic tier scar, my, like, uncommon or whatever scar is better just from the attachments. So that's that debunked right there, that attachments do matter, perhaps even more than rarity level. Not that really matters. I'm really getting nitpicky right now with stuff. None of you probably care. Let's just blow stuff up. Ooh, an AA-12. It's cool.
I wouldn't do this for just anybody. So what I'm saying is, you own
Grabbing all my gas cans.
Shotgun here.
That looks about like it. Interesting.
Over there.
Here we go.
Enemy contact.
Enemy contact. So,
There.
here's my question. If I pick one of these up, can I like... I noticed there was a box over here. Can I move them from box to box? Yeah, right? Oh, I can just... Oh, I can Left 4 Dead gas tank it. So I could just...
Need that.
Oh boy. Oh boy, it's like the gas tanks. You can just pile them up. Ready to go. Because I imagine this is going to be a crescendo event. Just get them ready to go before the horde shows up. That's cool. I don't know how many I'll need either. Let's see, that's 8. Here, let me... I don't know, I have no idea how many I'll need. Let's say there's 1 in it. 5 on the ground, 6 on the ground now. 7. Did I see what? I don't like whatever you're implying. Let's just finish this box out and then see how many it takes. And just in case I'm dying and screaming, whenever this all goes wrong, where's the next box? Right there. Speaking of.
Just what I want.
Ammo, cool.
good here.
Nah. Actually, yeah, I like the 1911. You right there. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good to go. I will bring 1 more for good measure. There's some in that truck too, okay. Watch it just be 1 for some reason, and this is completely useless. Oh, I have to clear... Oh, it's like an actual manual of arms. I have to clear the old round. Oh! Okay, now that matters because I only need 4. But they despawn. I'm an idiot. I threw 8 of them down and none of them counted except the first one. I'm an idiot. Okay. Fire. Clear spent casing. I hope my team's got me. I see the big ones coming. Y'all got my back. Not that matters because I only need 4, but man, I'm stupid. I just kept throwing them and they were despawning like, yep, gotta get ready for the big game. Gotta get ready for the big show. But this should do it right here. I doubt the level ends as soon as I do this. If so, that's incredibly easy, but we'll see. I see all those tall boys coming out.
How'd you like that? Probably not very much.
Do I need to fire it again? What happens if I... No, that's the end of it. Okay. Well, that was easy. I was getting gas tanks ready. I was finding ammo. I was actually despawning shells, but I was ready to go. And meanwhile, it's just like, no, you're done. Took a total of like a minute and a half, if that. Okay. Well, I'll be honest. I'm not sure what I did or didn't do right. I guess I'll figure out on my own time. But for now, that is it for the completed Act 1. If like I'm wrong and there's something else I missed, I'll come back in just a second. But I believe this is the end of it. So that's it for the Act 1 of Back 4 Blood. Do I think it's as good as Left 4 Dead? I don't like it as much. It may be as good objectively, but I'm too nostalgic for it. But I think it's fun. I think it's a good game. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it like a 7.5 or a 7 out of 10, just in my own opinion. And I had a good time, and it's fun, and I'm going to keep playing it, either on my own or on my channel. Let me know if you want to see more of this on the channel or some other game or whatever. You may hate this. If so, I'm sorry. But I enjoyed it. I had a good time, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it. So thank you all for watching this. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.